Grace and peace, my beloved friends. Welcome to another week of Love on Purpose with Pastor Roz. I am Roz Brown from Richmond, Virginia, and I am so happy that you have joined me for another word for the week. And what is the word for the week? The word for the week is a word that will help you live better, live stronger, love better, love stronger, and hopefully help you make it through the week. And what is the word for this week? The word for this week is wait. That's right. The word for this week is wait, beloved. You know, it's not easy to wait, but the Bible says in the book of Psalms, chapter number 40 and verse number 1, I waited patiently for the Lord to help me, and he came close to me, or he inclined unto me, and he delivered me. It also says in Psalms 27 and 14, wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and he will strengthen your heart. It also says in Isaiah chapter 40 that they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. The Bible talks about waiting on God over and over and over. And many times in our season of waiting for things to change, in our seasons of waiting for our healing, in our seasons of being in the process of waiting, it can become difficult. We can feel like giving up. We sometimes feel tired. We feel like throwing in the towel. But I want to encourage you this week to wait on the Lord. And not only wait on the Lord, but to wait well on the Lord. The Bible talks about over and over those that waited on the Lord. When you look at David, he was anointed to be a king, but after he was anointed to be the king, he was sent back to the fields. I'll never forget the sermon my brother Bishop Joel preached. He said one Sunday many years ago, David had oil on his head while he had dung, shung. He had dung on his shoes. He had dung on his feet. He had the oil on his head, but he still had dung on his feet. And so he was anointed to be the king, but he was still a shepherd. And he had to go back to being the field, walking, shoveling dung, shoveling shong, until it was time for him to go to the palace. And so you may be in that season of waiting, and you know who you're called to be. You know what God said he has for you. You know that God said he's going to heal you. You know that God said he's going to save your children. But while you're waiting, wait well. While you're waiting, serve. A waiter in a restaurant, if you go to a good restaurant, the best thing you can do is have a good server, a good waiter. And a waiter serves you while you're waiting on your meals. He serves you, a waiter. So you got to be while you're waiting on God, serve God. While you're waiting on God, do what you can. Be faithful. While you're waiting on God, serve. Stay on the choir. You know, stay in whatever field of ministry that you're in. Serve well. You're waiting on God to do something for you. Be a praiser. Give him your worship. Worship while you wait. Praise while you wait. That's how a server that gets a good tip is because they keep coming back to check on you. They keep coming back, making sure your water is good, making sure you got some extra bread and honey butter on the table, or they come back to make sure you need to change your order or make a change. You know, a good waiter keeps coming, and that's when we're waiting on God. If we're going to be in a good position in the process of waiting, trust while you wait. Keep your joy while you wait. Keep your faith while you wait. Faith, I heard someone say, is the bridge that takes us when we're waiting. Faith is the bridge to our breakthrough. In the process of waiting, faith is the bridge to your breakthrough. You got to keep the faith while you're waiting. Joseph was in the process. He had a dream that he was going to rise into a great place of leadership above his family. But before he got to the palace, he went to the pit. He went to Potiphar's house. He was falsely accused. He went to prison all while he was waiting. But I came to tell you, it's going to be worth the wait. That's my word to you today. Wait, beloved, because it's going to be wait with faith. Wait with joy. Wait on the promise of God. No matter what it looks like, trust while you wait. Hang in there. It's going to be worth the wait. Wait, beloved, wait. And with all of that being said, I want you to have a wonderful week in Jesus. I want you to have a strong waiting week in Jesus. You're going to see God do it. It's going to happen. It's going to come to pass. Be blessed, beloved. Be sweet, beloved. Until next week, beloved, hopefully at the same time. Hopefully, this glare keeps getting in my eye. Until next week, beloved, hopefully have at the same time, have a wonderful week in Jesus and embrace the magnificent, embrace the magnificent love, peace, and blessings all over your life until we meet again. It's Pink Sunday, breast cancer awareness. That's why I got on all my pink, but you know I'm all about pink every day of the week. Wait on God. It's going to happen. Wait on God. Love, peace, and blessings all over your life.